approval.
Second. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item 25.
Agenda item 25 is proposed ordinance amending the transportation element of the Pinellas County Comprehensive Plan. Public hearing was properly advertised. Affidavit of publication has been received for filing. One letter with 12 attachments in support of better public transportation has been received. The matter is properly before the board to be heard.
Commissioner, I recommend that the board conduct a public hearing and adopt the proposed amendment to the transportation element of the county comprehensive plan. This is an amendment that essentially affects the airport and Roosevelt Boulevard, and we recommend approval.
Any questions or comments from the board? Do you need a presentation? I have one card in opposition. Commissioner Roach?
I don't necessarily need a presentation, but on the transportation element 1.9 under objective, can you give me a little more clarification on that particular point?
What page is that?
Page 3. Under implementation of Pinellas County Comprehensive, staff finds a proposal and it has transportation element 1.9 objective.
Are you talking about the item that revises figure 3-1, item 9 on page 3? Under section 1, purpose and intent?
No.
No, that's what I thought. Go to the third page in from the front.
Under transportation element 1.9, Pinellas County shall coordinate its transportation planning with transportation planning at the local, regional, and state level.
Yeah, Al Bartolotta, Pinellas County Planning Department. That's objectives. 1.9, Pinellas County shall coordinate its transportation planning with planning at the local, regional, state level. Was that the question?
Yeah, and how this ties, is that the tie-in there?
That actually is not changing. That's not part of the amendment. That's actually, it's been in the plan for a while.
But that's that's the impacting objective. In other words, this is relative to that, correct?
Yeah, it is. It's relative to that.
Can you give me that connection?
Well, basically, the connection would be several of the changes in the tables and the maps do reflect other plans, the MPO Long Range Transportation Plan primarily, and that does involve coordination with the local governments as well as the MPO and DOT. So there's definitely coordination interwoven in what's in the amendment package.
So is that with all of, and the reason why I'm asking is we went through this on the PSTA recently on the multiple plans we have. I mean, are we looking for the tie-ins for all the plans that are out there?
The changes in this amendment is definitely related to reflecting what's in the other planning documents, primarily with the MPO Long Range Transportation Plan. So yeah, there is a lot of it has to do with consistency with these changes. So.
Clarify,
Commissioner.
Thank you.
Sure thing. Any other questions or comments? Mr. Pitts in opposition.
Thank you very much, Brian Pitts, City of St. Petersburg. Well, I was hoping that the informer would tell you, but I looked in it. I don't see anywhere in here where it says, and also in accordance with the MOU and agreement of conflict process, the amendments and plans also are in accordance with TBARTA. Nope, nowhere. FDOT he mentioned. It always mentioned the MPO, all over the place the MPO mentioned, but MPO ain't alone no more. We got TBARTA. So this maps, especially the maps, Exhibit P and O, Exhibit F and G, especially the PST change, where's TBARTA at in here? At least mention that, well, we've consulted with them, or at least in the summary statement say that nowhere. So I guess whatever with TBARTA, okay. At the end of the day, you got to go to them with the master plan anyway, regionally. Okay, that's one issue. Okay, it says you sent response for DEO. Well, where's DEO's response? I understand they slow, they having problems, but you're waiting for their review. You mentioned you got something from FDOT and you made some minor changes, but you want to hear definitely what comes from DEO. Now they being the new Community of Affairs of Florida. No review here. What's the rush? Y'all in a rush to change your comp plan that quick? Beyond that, all the maps deal with transportation element, not the airport. Clear Tea Party issue again. So I'm going to oppose it for the fact that it's a matter of diplomacy and it's a matter of sister agencies and working together. Something in here needs to say Tea Party agrees or changing, or we have come somewhere in here showing. No, it's not. APO is not the end of the day. It is not. So, oh well.
Thank you, Mr. Pitts. Did anyone else wish to speak to item 25? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Any questions or comments or a motion?
Move approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item 26.